mostly there is this notion that there is no much support from the voter region.
Yeah.
So if we are not getting support, we need to do the project such that it will appeal to people outside. People outside don't speak Ewe.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to penetrate, I need to provide subtitles.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there are some people, once they hear that the movie, without even reading the subtitle, once they hear that it's Ewe, they will not even feel like watching it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to The Shadows. This show is proudly brought to you by Sika Cosmetics and sponsored by Kekeli Hotel. I have here with me an important personality in the movie industry, and he's doing very well. He's in the person of Larry Boafo, popularly known as KLM. Hello, KLM. You're welcome.
Thank you. You look good.
Thank you. You're not looking bad as well.
It's by the grace.
Please tell us a little about KLM.
Well, the flight or me. KLM is my initial, and that is me. KLM is a passion-driven human being. So basically, if you see me, you look at passion. If passion was a person, then I think that is me. So basically, I'm a passion-driven person. I'm a no-nonsense person. Let me put it that way. Yes, and when it comes to profession, yeah, I'm a teacher by profession. Aside being
Okay,
a filmmaker, of course.
I see.
Yeah.
So you are also an actor, I'm sure.
Yes, I act.
That's nice. That's nice. So since you are well vested in the movie industry, can you tell us who a filmmaker is?
Oh, from the word, I think a filmmaker is someone who makes films, right? So once you play a role in creating a film story, you're a filmmaker.
Wow.
Yes, you could be a producer, the director, because so long as it is your creative ideas that come together for the success of the production of a movie, you're a filmmaker.
That's nice. So how did you first become interested in directing movies?
As funny as it may sound, I never even thought uh, I would develop the interest to go into film producing and directing. But I think one of my mentors, one very good female director in the country, Shirley Frimpomanso,
Mm-hmm.
she said something some time ago. She said she chose to be a filmmaker because she wanted to correct the cliches in the industry. When I heard her say that for the first time, and I realized this is why I chose to be in film, because I only wanted to be an actor anyway, not a director, just an actor. But when I get to set and I meet other directors and producers, sometimes I see that they are doing certain things that I feel I could have done this. If they do it this way, it will be better. If they do it that way, it will be better. Sometimes I suggest those who would listen take it. Of course, you don't go about telling the director in the full glare of people that do
Yeah,
it this way. But
of course.
sometimes you notice an error and you're like, director, please come in. If you do
Yeah.
it this way, wouldn't it be okay? Director looks at it and like, let's try a way and see. So I realized that I had that interest to make the film. And I
Wow,
started writing my stories and yeah, that
that's
is how it's
nice.
come.
So, what inspires you creatively when making a film?
Creatively, what inspires me?
Mm-hmm.
I think I just write from how I feel. Most filmmakers actually, you'd realize that if they are not trying to solve societal problems,
Mm-hmm.
they are just telling a story or saying what they feel should be done about something.
Yeah,
So you'd realize sometimes it's just for the fun of it, entertain people, give them something to release their stress, and yeah, that is it. So inspiration comes from a lot of angles depending on how I feel at the moment.
I see. Can you describe your creative process and how it has evolved over the years?
Oh, creative process, I think the creative process has not been the same. So it's it's difficult to say one sure process for everything I've done, but basically the process has been to solve a problem. I look at the problem, okay, how do I solve this? I think about the way out, I write the story, and then the story comes. So the evolution of the creative process is dependent or based mostly, as I said earlier, on what is inspiring me. So the process can differ anyway.
So from your past experiences and the current one, do you think your skills and your methods have changed or improved?
Oh, they have improved, drastically improved, because initially I was just um, doing certain things because I have love for it. But now, after receiving some training in the
Mm-hmm.
film making world,
Mm-hmm.
I've realized that okay, this should be done this way, this should be done that way, and I think it's getting better. It's getting
Wow,
better. Yeah.
that's nice. You are a director yourself, right? How many movies have you directed
Hmm.
so far? You know.
How many have I directed? How many have I directed that are out, or how many have I directed?
Well, both.
Okay, I would say I've directed a few, and I would say I've directed a few films, and not all of them came out well, but in total, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, about six, and four are out.
Okay. Are they on any media platforms or on TV or something? Where can we have some? Where can we get some too?
Okay, speaking about platforms, I think I'm wearing a shirt here right now, Loomflix. I know you've heard of Netflix,
Yeah.
so obviously Netflix, Loomflix. So this is
Okay.
the Ghanaian version, but I'm not saying it's limited to Ghana anyway.
I
But
see.
yeah, and you can find the movies there, loomflix.com. You can get to watch. Three of them are there, and then the other one is on my YouTube channel,
Okay.
Full House Productions. Yeah,
That's nice. That's nice. What was your most challenging movie you ever directed?
most challenging. Hmm, most challenging. All of them are challenging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but most underlined. So,
most challenging. See, as a director, every production is challenging because
mhm.
you are thinking of how to come out with the best. So no matter how small it looks, whether it's a short film, a feature length, they are all challenging. But if I'm to answer your question, I would say that uh, maybe the most challenging would be the one I had to work with a lot of cast,
Okay.
because the more the cast, the more the pressure. You get it. And then
Wow.
some of them may not actually understand your dynamics, the way you direct, the way you love things to be done. So if there is such a situation, then I would say that that has been my most challenging. For instance, my series took 10 whole straight days to shoot. Every day and night we were shooting, we were
Wow.
filming. So I think that was the most challenging, followed by 8 kilometers. I had to work with over 40 casts,
Wow.
transport them up and down, go to one village here and there. So
Wow. I see. So, what was your favorite, or what is your favorite among all the ones you have directed?
I love all of them.
You love
I
all of
love all of
them.
them. I cannot say this is my favorite and this is not my favorite. I love everything I did.
I
And the only
see.
thing I can say is I could have done something better
Better.
about them. That I would admit, because going back when you watch it, you realize that this place bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love all of them.
Wow, that's nice. I've seen your involvement in the Bollywood uh,
Oh,
International Film Foundation, if I'm right. Can you tell us what the basic idea or theme or premise of the VIFF, right? If
yeah,
I should,
VIFF.
VIFF.
Okay.
Yes, can you tell us what the basic theme or idea is?
Okay. I'm not going to be partial here.
Okay,
You mentioned VIFF, Bollywood International Film Foundation,
yes.
but I'm not going to mention only Bollywood International Film Foundation. There's another one also known as VMAG, VMMAG, Voter Movie Makers Association of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I will speak about the two at the same
Okay,
time. I think that the aim of this whole thing is to make better the film industry in the region. It's more like NDC and NPP. They are not rivals though, but I'm just using political parties to.
yeah.
Honorable Baumia believes that he has the better vision to drive Ghana. Honorable or His Excellency, yeah, Mahama believes he also can take Ghana to the promised land. Whoever comes with a better offer and I think is good, I follow, right? So basically, uh, Bollywood International Film Foundation and VMAG, they are all championing the same cause, trying to make the Volta film industry a better one. You understand?
Wow.
So I'm involved in the two. Maybe you only heard about this one,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I've not heard about the VMAC, but
yes,
then I think I've heard about the VIFF.
yes. So in a nutshell,
Mm-hmm.
they are trying to solve the challenges and find suitable ways to promote the Volta film industry.
Can you walk us through the processes of how the VMAG and then VIFF came about? I think since you are a Chaco stick member.
I can't you. Point of correction, I'm not a Chaco Stick member anyway.
Okay,
Yes, I'm just an interested stakeholder.
I see.
As a filmmaker, anything that concerns the film industry, you should be concerned.
Yeah.
So I'm just concerned, I'm interested. I've wished for us to unite as filmmakers, for us to think of the way forward. If I have tried it and it didn't work, and someone else is bringing the idea, the agenda, what is stopping me from joining them? So that together we can share ideas and see how it goes forward. That is why I'm not only a member of VIFF or VMAG. I actually belong to the two groups.
I see.
Yes, someone might call me an Ashao, but I don't care. I belong to the two. When they are sharing ideas here and I feel something is not being discussed right, I tell them, no, how about we do it this way? When these people are
Okay.
also discussing, I tell them, if they are watching this right now and they realize maybe I belong to the two associations and they feel I'm a betrayal or maybe something like that, I'm sorry, but that is not the point. I just feel I could actually be like a mediator. Someday, some way, somehow, they never know. They may even decide to merge.
Yeah. So don't feel betrayed. Don't feel betrayed at
Yes,
all.
yes. So, as I said, we are just planning on how to promote the film industry. Both groups or both associations are thinking of how to bring about this unity amongst filmmakers and come out with something that can project the region.
So tell us, what were some of the challenges you faced while forming this VIFF and VMAC associations or foundations?
The number one challenge is personal interest. When I speak about personal interest, I'm not talking about someone being selfish, but personal interest could vary. My movies, for instance, are produced in English language.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean I don't wish to produce every language films, but it's difficult to get everyone speaking the same kind of Ewe
Yeah.
for your project. Someone could be speaking Vedome, another person could be speaking Anglo, and you want to cast them, but you have a challenge. Also, uh, I think because mostly there is this notion that there is no much support from the Volta region.
Yeah.
So if we are not getting support, we need to do the project such that it will appeal to people outside. People outside don't speak Ewe.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to penetrate, I need to provide subtitles.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there are some people, once they hear that the movie, without even reading the subtitle, once they hear that it's Ewe, they will not even feel like watching it. There are some people like that.
Yeah, sure.
So I first need to establish myself, have a firm foundation before I can choose to even start doing the movies in Ewe. So now going back to your question, the personal interest here, which was the major challenge, was whether the movies should be produced in Ewe or English language. That was the number one challenge. Oh no, we are in Volta region, let's do Ewe.
Yeah.
Others are like, no, let's do it in English language. I'm like, I don't care what language you use. All I want is for us to have a smooth running of the industry.
Yeah.
And that has been the number one challenge. Number two challenge, we have lots of talkers than doers. That's the number two challenge.
Wow.
Lots of talkers and few doers. About 100 people in the group, only 20 people will be talking.
Yeah.
And when it comes to action, implementing what has been discussed, then you see about 3-4 people trying to implement it. This challenge is, how do we move forward? So if they are listening, I'm urging them, they should try to change how things are done.
Do you think something can be done to boost this personal interests and then being doers and not only talkers?
We have to be selfless. I think that is the word. We have to be selfless. You produce films, right?
Yeah.
How do we do that if we want to be doers and not talkers and want to promote the unity? You have a project idea, you call on a few other people who are also into the film industry. This is my idea. This is the project I want to do. Who is willing to support? Now, the challenge here is sometimes people can be selfish.
Yeah.
So long as it is your name going to be on the project that you are the director, I'm not interested. they want to push themselves.
I see.
Meanwhile, when you come together and you do a very good project, my project, for instance, there was one project I spent over 6,000 projects on 6,000 Ghana cedis on it. That's actually low budget anyway. What I produced, if I had received support from elsewhere, probably I would produce something better, right?
Yeah.
You equally have produced your movie and you have spent an amount of money on it. I don't know how much you have spent. If you could bring that money and I could bring mine and we choose one project, we would cover more grounds.
Do you think there's unhealthy competition and envy in the Volta movie
very,
industry?
very, very much.
Why?
There is unhealthy competition. I mentioned it earlier. People are thinking about their individual fame instead of thinking about a collective success. So I want to do something better than him. You want to do something better than me. The another person wants to do something better than you. Instead of competing with yourself, I've done a project. Okay, what can I do better than what I did? And when you start thinking like that and you realize that your strength alone cannot get you to be better than the other project, you will think of how to collaborate with someone to do it better. Collaboration is also another challenge. So, like I said, there is unhealthy competition.
So the VIFF and VMAG, right? Are they recognized institutions or foundations?
Yes, they are.
But there are lots of actors and then people in the industry in the Volta region who don't know much about the VIFF and the VMAG. How do you get it out there? How do you get the VIFF and the VMAG out there for concerned people who are interested in the movie industry to also, bring their assistance if they want to?
Okay, I'm going to throw a question to you before I answer your question. Did you hear about VIFF?
Yeah, I did.
How did you hear about it?
I saw it on someone's status.
Okay. Who have you told about
Oh,
it?
I've told a lot of people about it. The people within my reach, I have.
Okay, good. So
Yes.
now the question is, have they told someone? Because we need a capital to be able to advertise.
Mm-hmm.
As a filmmaker, let me speak from the filmmaking perspective. The reason some movies have not reached where they are supposed to reach is because producers or the filmmakers fail to. I've done such mistakes. I have learned it the hard way. My years in film school has taught me that some percentage of your budget should be allocated for marketing, advertisement. Unfortunately, people only budget for the production of the movie. They
Yeah.
don't budget for marketing. So they finish and then the movie is with them. Now they are thinking of how to. Imagine you are going to a producer here
Yeah.
to sponsor your film, and you don't add the marketing budget to it before you go to him. Or you go and you tell him the movie will cost 100,000 Ghana cedis. He gives you 100,000 Ghana cedis. You go and you spend it. Everything probably left is some thousand cedis. How easy would it be for you to go back to him to tell him that we now need money to advertise the film? Why don't you add everything? So you look at it, okay, what medium can I use to advertise the film and everything? Then you add everything to it. When the man is giving you, you have something to advertise. So advertisement, that is a problem we have in the film industry, marketing your movies. Now to get to the VMAG and VIFF, advertisement right now it is like there is no capital available. So the advertisement has to be word of mouth. Members in those platforms have to tell other people about it so that they can join the platform, and together, collectively, we can do something better.
So is there something like a registration fee or anything if I want to be a member of the VIFF or
Or the VMAG.
VMAG?
Yeah, definitely there's a registration fee. In every association, there is a registration fee. But then the registration fee is not compulsory.
Okay.
It is not compulsory doesn't mean you will not pay it. So, okay, I think let me rephrase. Not that it is not compulsory, but you don't need to pay it before you join.
Okay.
Good. I think that is what I should say.
Okay.
Because you join, hear what they have to say, know what they are planning to do, and I think you would be enthused about it, and then you would be encouraged to be a full-fledged member. You know that thing when you are a Ghanaian, but you are not a Ghanaian without an ID.
Yeah.
But you are a Ghanaian, but without an ID, you are not a Ghanaian.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same runs with every place.
I
You are
see.
a member of the association, but without
The
an
registration.
ID card to show that you are a member. So the registration fee is actually to give you an ID card.
Okay.
Because there are plans in place from both VIFF and VMAG. There are plans in place to secure that right such that when you get somewhere and you show your card, you are an actor.
Okay.
They give you that respect. Do you know how much Hollywood actors are respected? They can get anywhere.
Yeah.
You're even going to get your visa and you show you're an actor, you need a visa to travel to this country. Shut, they do it for you because they know
Wow.
you're going to work.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice. So, what excites you about this VMAG and VIFF?
Well, they are here to try to make the film industry a better one in the region. So that is one reason to be excited. I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one thinking about the success of filmmakers in the region. Fine, let's see how it goes. It's not like
Okay.
I'm doubting that they can do something, but let's see how it goes means. Let's see the extent to which this can get, and then we all applaud it.
Well, do you think we can actually be better or also take our place in the media space, like the VIFF and the VMAG, like Kumawood, and yeah, you think we can also take our place like that?
Kwame Nkrumah started a fight for independence,
Mm-hmm.
or probably some people started it. The whole idea came from somewhere. However, the story is, all I know is that at the end of the day, it was achieved.
Yeah.
The struggles would come. It takes those in the front, the frontiers, to be able to stand the storms. When the time comes, then there will be a penetration. Without that, we'll just be stagnant and we'll continue doing our independent works. I keep telling them in the various groups, I keep telling them, put out an action plan, get the doers. Let me tell you one thing about society. There are 5 categories of people: those who start with you and end with you, those who start and stop, those who join later and finish with you, those who will start and end with you, but they are not active.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one. You see, now get the active ones who will start with you and end with you. Just get them and start working with them. There, you will eventually find those who would join later and end with you.
Wow. Seemingly, we are coming to the end of the show, and
Oh, so soon. So soon.
maybe you have a few words for
I
our
have
viewers.
plenty words, so please limit me. If you don't limit me, I'll talk from now
Please,
to next
I will
year.
limit you. Just some few words for the viewers and for your followers, your audience, and everybody who wants to get an important information too.
Is there a limitation to what I can say?
30 seconds, I
30
think.
seconds. Okay, so 30 seconds, quick one. I'm done. All I'm trying to say is be serious and focus in whatever you want to do, and then you would achieve it. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. It's been nice having you on our show. Today's episode has been insightful, very educative, and an interesting one with Larry Boafo, aka KLM. So this show was brought to you by Sika Cosmetics, and we are live here at the Kekeli Hotels. They have beautiful accommodations and they are very affordable. So if you have traveled from far distances and you are in Hove region, please make it a point to be here. You can call them on 0243 136610, 055 281. Yes, so this has been an amazing one, and I have been your hostess. Sika Gold is the name. Yes, not leaving my producers and my cameramen. They are doing a very, very good job, an amazing one. Thank you for making this show possible. We love you. Keep up the good work.
Yo, guys, good done. Did I say good done?
Yes.
Well done.
See you on our next episode, The Shadows. Thank you. Bye.